tomorrow, and I think we're all full. Got everything in here. I think it's all good. So we've got our stuff and our clothes down here in different bins, and just seem to have everything already. You can see out the window there that the back of the car we've gotten all organized. We have to have our spare for the trailer in the car because we don't have a place for the spare. And we got new tires today and got our insurance. And good morning. It is day one. We are heading out bright and early.
Just stop for some Starbucks and
So we made it a few miles down the road without the anti-sway hitch because it's very heavy, and Eric was hoping we could just do it with the smaller hitch. But we have now turned around and we are going back for the anti-sway hitch. So we're not getting quite as early a start. We're learning as we go. Started our first week. We are 3 days in, and we're going to review back at the stresses of the week going.
yeah, we weren't really in good shape to really do a video because there was a lot of stress and a lot of new things, and when you're just getting started, there's a lot to consider.
Yep. And
mistake number one.
Yeah.
Mistake number one, I'm used to pulling a boat, and so I really thought the weight distributing hitch and the what do you call it?
I don't know.
Oh, the anti-sway bar was a real pain in the neck. So I figured we were just, going a little ways and we could do without it. Well, we got on the freeway, and about 2 miles in, I realized that was not a good choice.
It was a little like we might get seasick.
Yeah. So we circled back and got the hitch all taken care of.
Well, we had to go to U-Haul and have them help us, adjust it.
Right. We didn't have a breaker bar or anything like that to get the bolts loose, and we needed to raise the hitch. So after we got all that done, we got hooked up and got on our way. And
Eric's dad looked on YouTube at some advice about it, and he had some good suggestions.
Yeah, and it helped. It helped adjust the hitch to make the whole thing ride better.
Yeah. So then we took off. And I guess the most stressful thing on the drive was the big hills. And we had a big uphill that had a single lane. And we were just...
Yeah. Big hill plus little tow vehicle equals a little bit of stress.
Yeah. It wasn't bad on the freeway when there's room for people to go past you. But on the one that was a few miles, just one lane, and 30 miles was as fast as we could go. 30 miles per hour. And
no turnouts.
Yeah. Well, and like you thought, if we turned out, we might never get going again.
True.
So we got to our campground, and it has some uphill gravel.
Yep. So underpowered tow vehicle plus front wheel drive going up gravel hills equals a problem.
Yeah.
Yep. So one time we weren't sure where our site was exactly, so we had to stop. And we had to stop, but it was on an upgrade. So I had to back down the hill.
But we got some experience. I got out of the car and made sure things were clear. So we got that backing up and coordinating experience.
Yep. So we got some momentum, and we got to our site and got pulled in, and so that was okay now.
Yeah, that all went very smoothly. Got a nice shady spot and got all hooked up, and we were pretty pleased. Things were working that we were concerned about. The air conditioner's working great. The refrigerator's great. And the one thing we weren't worried about was the water pump. And we had
because it had been working great while I was doing the plumbing, and when I didn't want it to work great. But we got here and it was not working. And I don't know really what happened. We just weren't getting any flow. You could hear the pump running, but it wasn't pumping any water. And so after looking at some options, we just put more water in it and opened up the drain on it, and maybe we just had an air gap or something that it couldn't push through, but now it's working.
Until, well, last night I got the water heater going, tried the shower for the first time. Everything been going good. I did some dishes, got in the shower, got hosed down, got all soaped up, and then no water.
Yeah. So just all that happened was she was so dirty it actually blew a fuse. And so anyway, I replaced the fuse this morning, and everything's back up running, and everything's fine.
So we're crisis free at the moment.
At the moment.
Yeah.
But it's only, what, 9 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing pretty good right now, and I'm going to work on some stuff around the trailer here.
Oh, beautiful.
Magic erasers work pretty good.
Did some grocery shopping, about 4.5 days worth. See how that's the most we've shopped for, and got it all in the fridge, no problem. I think we have room for more, so it's good to know how much we can hold. First time doing laundry.
Guess I caught me a big old beetle.
Oh.
Leslie's all happy about it. Cheers.